I had somebody recently ask me about racks, which rack to go with. They're starting a home gym. They want something strong. Obviously, a rack, barbell training, that is a great staple piece of equipment to choose if you are beginning a home gym. But I was in this position 6 months ago, and this is what I determined based on all my research. So I want to give you 5 tips on choosing 1-inch holes over 5/8 holes, and I also want to just highlight my Rep Fitness PR 5000 against a Rogue Monster Rack. I have a Rogue Monster Rack at the fire station that I get to use, so I kind of get the best of both worlds. I get to see how that Rogue Monster with the 1-inch holes stacks up against my Rep Fitness PR 5000. This can cause you a lot of headache, a lot of heartache when you are choosing a rack, because it's either 5/8 or it's 1-inch holes. It's hard to know which one will work best for you. So I'm going to tell you some pros for 1-inch, but I also had a T3 squat stand in here that had 5/8 holes. The staple and the flagship product for a lot of these companies is going to be that 3x3 1-inch holes with the 11 gauge steel. The main pinnacle product on everybody's website, what they kind of harp on and focus on the most, is going to be their racks. It is the ecosystem, it is the skeleton to everything else. All the greatest attachments and their high quality attachments are going to be with that 1-inch holes. A pro to 5/8 over 1-inch though is going to be the cost, because a lot of times these companies do have all the attachments geared towards their 1-inch style racks, but at the same time they'll make a 5/8 version which is compatible for the 5/8 rack, obviously. Another pro for just 1-inch holes over 5/8 is the pin size. I mean, it's easy to get a larger pin into a larger hole, and it just feels a lot smoother than my 5/8 one. Having a larger pin is going to feel more stable. There's not going to be as much rattle or play, hopefully, if it is designed with tight tolerances. The stability of 1-inch holes is going to be beefed up. The hardware utilized on 1-inch holes, which actually can be a con, is absolutely massive. It was kind of a con to me because I had all this, and then Rep Fitness, they sent out a wrench, but then I needed another wrench to kind of tighten it down. I would go clear coat or I would go metallic. I think just the smoothness of it. Let me show you, for example. This metallic pin, it's a lot smoother to insert and take out than my matte black drop-in dip attachment from Rep Fitness. So if you have metallic finishes, it just feels a lot smoother. Like putting this thing on and taking it off is very smooth. I was kind of looking at it with a fine-tooth comb today and trying just to inspect this thing to see how it is holding up. And there is a little bit of scuffs and wear and tear, but it is super hard to notice. Like, you really have to be looking for it and get up close to this thing. Otherwise, this clear coat looks just like it did the day I bought it. It's absolutely smooth. I love the feeling of putting on and taking off attachments. I love just the aesthetic of the 1-inch holes with the 3x3-inch uprights. When I did have the T3 squat stand, I was kind of rationalizing it and seeing like, oh, 2x3 is cool. Yeah, this 5/8 hole looks cool. And it does have a nice appeal to it because this 3x3 is beefed up. That was my thought process. Like when I had the T3 squat stand, I was like, oh, that's way too big for my minimal setup. And now that I have the 3x3 in house, it's freaking awesome. And just the squared off design. Not only is the pins going to be more stable, the hardware is going to make the overall thing more stable as well. Some companies, Rogue and Rep, they make the fold-in racks, wall-mounted racks. I chose to avoid those simply because I don't want to take the time to actually fold it in on itself after I'm done using it anyway. I knew I didn't want to fold it in on itself, and I knew a fixed wall mount would be preferred. And if you do have those fold-out racks, like, let me know in the comments if it does kind of rattle when you are re-racking your stuff. I didn't want something rattling throughout the house more than the freaking barbell already does. So I chose to go fixed wall mount. I think it's a great design. I chose to go with the 16-inch cross members, which is nice because I can still get a slight, I think it's like 30-degree incline and do some incline chest press. I don't do a lot of those anyway, but 16 inches, it's nice and close to the wall, gives me a lot of freedom. I still do need safety spotter arms. I know that. It's not good to be benching by yourself out here without safety spotter arms. So that is going to be my next purchase. Let me know down in the comments what you recommend. Other than that, I went with the standard J cups for Rep Fitness. I talked about how smooth the metallic finish is, putting on and off my clear coat finish and my clear coat rack. But another nice thing about this is just the UHMW that they utilize. It's all throughout. It protects the J cup. It makes it feel more stable. It protects the uprights as well from undue like scuffing and wear and tear. But just the UHMW, very nice design. My axle bar fits in there along with my black diamond barbell, but then it gives you a nice surface area to be re-racking. Some budget racks are a lot shorter than this, and then you re-rack it and you re-rack it onto the lip. These are 1-inch holes with 2-inch hole spacing, so you can a lot of times tune like where you are on the rack. 5/8 inch holes. They have the west side spacing throughout the bench area. Unless you're a power lifter and you're really dialing it in, you can find a J-cup position that works well for your arm length. The drop-in dip attachment from Rep Fitness is really nice. At the fire station, I get to use the standard Rogue dip attachment. It's not the universal dip attachment that they did the collaboration with, which I would really like to try. Seems like a cool design, easy to store. These drop-in dip attachment from Rep Fitness, they do the job for me, and they work for not just me but my entire family. I can adjust this for my son very easily. He can do pull-ups off of it, or like I was doing today, I turned it sideways and was utilizing it for weight plate storage when I was doing squats. So very versatile dip attachment. I also have a regular standard 1.25 inch pull-up bar, and I have a raw steel version. The raw steel version is positioned a little bit too far back where it doesn't make it easy to utilize. I can utilize it for bands and things like that. Actually been getting a lot of good use out of just my standard pull-up bar, and practicing pull-ups more often is something that I've neglected for a very long time, but having the weight vest and adding a little bit of resistance, I feel like has helped my body weight pull-ups as well. Not only that, I have the bands, so that can assist me with pull-ups as well, but being able to do dips and pull-ups, incorporating that with my barbell training, I'm feeling very strong. I'm feeling like I'm making good progress in here in my home gym, and it starts with the skeleton. Obviously, this isn't the Aries 2.0. This isn't the Athena and all that stuff, which is super cool and very functional, and having an integrated cable system is awesome. But at the same time, if you stick to the basics, you can avoid spending an extra $3,500 on your home gym. This is around $1,000. I got the upgraded clear coat finish, so I'm paying an extra premium for that. If I didn't, I would have just got the metallic black, which I probably would have been happy with. And also that green looks awesome. So the Rep Fitness colors are great. I have the Rogue. It's like an older red that they utilized. It's not the Rogue red. It's a different style red, but it looks super sharp at the fire station. And that rack's been holding up. But if I'm being honest, I think Rep Fitness is more just geared toward the home gym user. They're constantly doing collabs and putting out some cool stuff and it's more reasonably priced. I feel like just the thought is there for the home gym community at large, which is cool. And I'm happy to support their products. I'll leave affiliate links down in the description for this rack if you wanted to check it out and take a look. I was talking to that guy, trying to talk him into the 1-inch holes. I know it really doesn't matter at the end of the day, but if you want to future-proof your rack, if you want easier pin placement with your J-cups and other attachments, if you want the extra stability of the increased sized hardware, those are all things to consider. It is a bigger bump up in price, but at some point, if you do get the 5/8 inch hole, I just don't want you to down the line to be like, oh damn, I wish I would have got the 1-inch hole. That was the freaking consideration for me that really helped me make my final decision, which was this rack. I didn't want to in the future be working with a 5/8 inch hole and be like, damn it, I really wish I would have got 1-inch holes. And some pros and cons to 1-inch holes, some pros and cons to 5/8 inch holes. Rogue versus Rep. Let me know down in the comments which one you're going with if you could choose a rack. He's just starting a home gym. He's got a platform. He's doing a lot of barbell training. He was looking at the half rack with the pin safeties from Rogue. A 4-post from Rep, I mean, you're paying premium just like you are with Rogue. Like I said, I get to utilize both of them, so I'm pretty fortunate. I'm super happy with my Rep rack. I would take that over the Rogue Monster rack, but that's just me. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Just a quick video talking about my PR 5000 from Rep Fitness, the 1-inch holes, the different attachments that I utilize. A naked rack can get you so far. If you're just starting a home gym, you don't have to look at the Aries and the Athenas and the Rogue integrated cable systems and think that you need all that stuff, when all you truly need is some good bones, a good foundational movements, and a few different exercises to get you strong. I can do pull-ups, I can do dips, I can do presses, I can do squats with this. So very happy with my setup right now, and it's been very effective for me. So hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please hit that subscribe button. Check out those affiliate links in the description. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.